Hello everyone, it's Daphna. I'm back with another production breakdown for my song CLINGWRAP.
Like a parasite to a bloodstream, I need you more than just longing. I don't know how to leave, but I know how to cleave.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm always so excited to do these. This song was a really fun one to make and to write and is so deeply personal to me. It was me going through my first ever relationship and figuring out just how clingy I can be. I had to I restrained myself a lot, but I wanted to be clingier, you know, and I was already pretty But yeah, let's dive into this song and see exactly what I did to make it what it is. Headphones on. CLINGWRAP. Here we are. This right here is kind of the foundation of the song. It's me just saying CLINGWRAP over and over and over. And as you can hear, it's pretty heavily side-chained, or I was using the tremolator to give the side-chain effect. I like this tremolator because it doesn't do, it's all still center. It doesn't do it left and right. It just tremolates it centered, unlike the Logic stock one, which is also cool, but this one is great for this kind of effect. We can hear it without any effects on there. Let's see. So that honestly sounds really pretty still, hearing all the harmonies. But I think the tremolator really makes it, it makes it unique in the song, you know? And another thing I was doing was automating the EQ as we're going from here to here. We can look at the EQ and see what's going on. So I have it start off super with all the high frequencies ducked up. And then it just sounds really pretty still. Until we're super bright, and then at the end. Yeah, that's one of my favorite kind of automations to do, is just a simple EQ filter sweep, because I think especially for an intro automating to a song, you're oh, okay, we're getting into it. We're getting into it. So I have it start off super. And then for the guitar of the song, this is a sample that I found on Splice, per usual. Oh, you know what? Let me just look up the sample on Splice, because so that's the original sample. Clearly it's a lot faster and a different key, so pretty much I just transposed it 2 half steps lower, and then I slowed it down to be 110 instead of 130. And then what I did is I have it panned hard left, hard right, and I guess I think I shifted this one slightly so it would be more doubled and so there wouldn't be any weird phasing issues. But yeah, because I wanted the effect. I love when we have an acoustic guitar, both sides of the ears. It just feels very warm, inviting. So yeah, that was this sample. And then on top of it, yeah, I put the tremolator again, but with a lot less. It's very lightly affecting it. I don't have it as deep as I have it on the vocals. And then there is this fun, it's called trance gate. Listen to this difference. It pretty much just also kind of makes it a little shaky, more phasey. It's so fun, a cool little texture on top of that. So that's the guitar throughout the whole, pretty much the whole song. And then I have this main melody right here. call this static keys. It's from the Jupe 8V5. Yeah, this Arturia emulation of the Jupe 8.5 synth City Plaza, but I called it static keys because that's what we're hearing. And I just have it, yeah, 1 octave and then an octave above. So that's just the intro. That's all we got going on there. And then we have the filter sweep going, and then we go into the first verse. Jupe 8. Oh yeah, and for this little transition, I have the guitar, I just reversed it pretty much. It's just like the reversed with a spreader on it, so it's like, yeah. I love reversing anything. It always just is so cool.
Used to be good on my lonesome. Then I met you, lost control of all of my thoughts and feelings. Need you like I need breathing.
So yeah, for the first part of the verse, it's really just the guitar and my vocals. My vocal chain is pretty similar to what I've been doing. I usually don't add pitch correction, but for this one I wanted it to be like pretty damn like tight. So yeah, we have pitch correction here with this like slow response, so it's not too aggressive.
Used to be good on my lonesome. Then I met you, lost control of all of my thoughts and feelings. Need you like I need breathing.
I think especially because that lower note was harder for me to stay like consistent on. That's why I added the pitch correction. Like we can hear it without anything.
Used to be good on my lonesome. Then I met you, lost control of all of my thoughts and feelings. Need you like I need breathing.
Like honestly, that take was pretty clean. This just, adds a little spice. And then I do what I pretty much always do on most songs is I have it doubled right left, and then I have the harmonies come in halfway through also with the same kind of chain, just quieter.
Of all of my thoughts and feelings, need you like I need breathing.
I really like the harmonies on this song. I think they're very, like, honestly fun and funky. Okay, cool. And then we have this piano come in. It's this UAD Saints from the UAD Spark plugin pack. The Ravel grand piano. I think it has a really, really nice sound to it. And then on top of that, I put an LA2A compressor with these settings. Like honestly, with them a little bit, I think. And then I just kind of randomly upped all of the mid frequencies. I just think I like the sound of that. And then I have it going through the reverb bus that everything is going through. It's with this Abbey Road plate right here, large plate. So that's the piano.
I don't do it in silence.
And then we have these static keys come back in. They were in the intro, now they're back.
But I still try to fight it. There's nowhere to hide. When I look in your eyes.
Yeah, here more harmonies come in.
Where to hide.
Like honestly,
when I look in your eyes.
I think that sounds nice. And then for the chorus, I wanted it to be like super dreamy and big for this first one.
I cease to exist in the in-between.
So yeah, I have the vocals a little different here. So they have the J37 delay on them, and I put the male vocal warmth preset on that. And then,
I cease to exist in the in-between. There's no longer an I, only you and me.
and then on both of these I panned these vocals hard right, hard left, and then I put the decapitator on both of those so it'll have more of like the distorted, saturated sound. So
Me, I don't know how to leave, but I know how to clean.
and also just like like a shit ton of reverb on these doubles. We have the bass coming in. This is pretty much the Scarby bass contact plugin. And then I have it with the stock bass amp on the Flabba setting. Then I put a phaser on top of there too to give it some more like, I don't know, fun, chewy texture. And then I put the dark fat mode of the decapitator. So then it's like really just, yeah, I wanted like a fat, low, distorted bass. The vocals, I think, are the biggest thing here. And then we have...
I don't know how to leave, but I know how to clean.
And yeah, I don't even have any harmonies here. It's all the same melody, and then I just double it a bunch of times.
I don't know how to leave, but I know how to clean.
So that comes in just for that part, because I just wanted it to like, you know, really stand out. And then, one of my favorite things, we have the pedal steel coming in.
Like a parasite to bloodstream.
This is just a splice sample also. So that's the chorus. And then we have this really fun, really cool, wait. So yeah, this part, it's really pretty much everything that we've added in so far is now together. And then we transition. Sick. So now we have the drums coming in. It's just pretty much splice samples for the drums. I have this like cool kind of fill I found. It's called, yeah, let's maybe hear this without any albatross. So clearly that's way slower. It's originally at 80 BPM, but I took the second half of it and sped it up. Yeah, just the second half. And it sounds sick sped up. And then we have this main sample is what's going on throughout. Yeah, so that's just like decapitator again, saturated the fuck out of that. Just EQ'd it, I boosted the mids, like got rid of some annoying frequencies in the highs. And then I layered it here. This sampler, I just have, let's see what we got going. Yeah, really just layered some more kicks and snares so it would have more oomph. And then I think I did the same thing here with the addictive drums. Pretty much just layered a bunch of drum samples. And as you can hear, it's like very reverby, which I liked the sound of that. I probably could have cleaned it up a little bit, but I didn't, so. And then we have this coming in. So yeah, it's pretty much those same static keys with a spreader on them, and it kind of feels like they like move around in your ears. I love this sound. I think it's so cool. And now for the guitar, I added the tremolator on it, so now it's like this. So now it's just like a lot more, I think, especially now that we have the drums and everything and the kick coming through, the tremolator makes like it so the guitar frequencies don't interfere with it. And yeah, we also have this cling wrap. It just that kind, I liked the kind of sampley sound with like the chops and stuff. So yeah, we just have that. I think the tremolator is a little deeper. I upped the higher frequencies and added a phaser on there. As you can tell, I love my phasers. And then that's like kind of the breakdown. And then we get into like the second verse. So for that, I'm so happy with that part. So pretty much what I did is for the vocals, I got rid of the center vocal when we cut out, and it goes.
I told myself I'd be smart.
And then I also threw on the decapitator. I have it automated to just turn on like right when those are isolated and then turn back off. So that's what we got going on there. And then the only other thing happening, everything else comes out, and then we have this bass coming. And that's just that same bass. So cool. I just want to listen to that again because I love that part.
I told myself I'd be smart, but now
And then one of my favorite synths I found, I called it Bubble. It's in the arpeggiator, like ARP 2600. And yeah, it's called Accent Sequencer. And it's just like so fun. Like this is just me playing one note, and look at it. And I think something that helps is because we have like the drums and everything going on, like you can't hear that whole phrasing, but like the perfect amount of it just peeks out in the song.
but now I need you like I need water. Perfect.
Like it almost sounds, we just hear like dun 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 dun, but it's like there's so much more going on that is just getting like kind of, you can't hear it because of everything going on, but I love what is peeking out. And then we have more backing vocals come in, so let's see.
But now I need you like I need water. Perfectly unassuming, you knew what you were doing.
So just classic stacking a bunch of harmonies. And then a really fun thing I was doing was I did the doing, and then we have it like delay. So yeah, I just like threw a heavy delay on that. Like we have both the J37 tape delay and this kilohertz dual delay, but then without it. And then yeah, the delay just makes it so fun. And I also have the decapitator, so it really stands out more.
Perfectly unassuming, you knew what you were doing. And now I'm falling apart, falling for you.
And then right here I have the bass doing that same kind of but I have it an octave up, and then I bounced that and then transposed it even a higher octave. So yeah, that's really just the bass with a like spreader on it, and then the shaper box is what's giving it that side chain. And then so yeah, there's the bass all together. Like the bass is so fat. I love it. I love it. And then yeah, we have another thing where everything cuts out.
And now I'm falling apart, falling for you. It's 'cause I'm scared of feeling something so new, and I might leave myself behind. I see.
And as you can hear, a shit ton of a delay again. I pretty much, after this second verse, I added a bunch of delay here. Oh, I don't think I automated anything. I think I put this on its own track just so it would have a shit ton of delay. The only thing I'm automating here is the pan. And yeah, so I think the delay sounds really cool, especially going into the chorus and how it like kind of retreats back.
I cease to exist in between. There's no longer an I, only you and me.
Yeah, and then we change up the samples here for the drums. I instead now have this one coming through. It's from the same pack though, clearly, as you can see, and instead we just have the ride that's being added in there. And then I also have this synth come through, which I use this synth on like a lot of my songs on this project. And yeah, that's like kind of everything. We have almost everything come back. So we have the bubbles, like arpeggiator still going. We have the Madman synth. I think that's like really the newest addition, plus like just the drums being super blown out. And then we revert back to the other drum sample and bring back the vocal chopping. And then that's kind of ends the song. Yeah, we end the song just on that sample, like of the vocals. I love just like the da, 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 da. Yeah, it's kind of like we're ending the song how we started, but like also not. I don't know. I think it's fun. So yeah, that's kind of it for CLINGWRAP. Like, I guess the only other thing is I threw Ozone 9 for the mastering. I don't really do much with the mastering process. I kind of just do what sounds good. I mess around with the settings. And then I also added the fresh air with the mix bus sparkle. I think it gives like a beautiful texture to the higher frequencies. And yeah, that's that. Let me know if you have any questions or anything in the comments. Make sure to stream this one, watch the music video, you know, do all the things. Anyways, I love you. Thanks for watching as always. Have a good evening or night or day, whatever time of day it is. Bye!